Hello everyone. Today our topic is Introduction to OLTP and OLAP, Role of Data Warehousing in Business Intelligence. So agenda for the session is we will discuss about the online transaction processing, what is the OLTP and what are the benefits of the OLTP, OLAP, online analytical processing, types of OLAP like OLAP, multidimensional online analytical processing, relational online analytical processing, and hybrid online analytical processing. And after that, the difference between OLTP and OLAP. So, what is the online transaction processing? OLTP stands for the online transaction processing. OLTP is a software program that support high transaction oriented applications. It is used for processing the system that responds immediately to the user request. OLTP system is used for data entry, financial transactions, customer relationship management, and retail sales. It is technically difficult to build. The system is characterized by a large number of short online transactions like insert, update, and read. It provides fast query processing, maintaining data integrity in multi-access environment. It includes detailed information about current data and schema used to store transactional database in the entity model. It provides a flexible platform for many applications like from ATM networks to computerized shop floor automation. What are the benefits of the OLTP? OLTP reduces the paperwork because it is a software program that deals with the data, and it is a faster and more accurate forecast for revenue and expense. It makes things simpler for business. It handles large data, user volumes, more complex calculation, and higher peak loads. What is OLAP? Online Analytical Processing. It is a powerful technology for data discovery. Generally, we search the history in data warehouse by using the online analytical processing. It performs multidimensional analysis of business data. It provides the capability for complex calculations, trend analysis, and sophisticated data modeling. It has the ability to achieve fast access to shared multidimensional information. It has the ability to create very fast aggregation and calculation of data sets, and OLP can be divided into the following types. There are three types of the OLAP. These are multidimensional online analytical processing, that is MOLAP. After that, relational online analytical processing, and the last one is the hybrid online analytical processing. So, what is the MOLAP? It is the classical form of online analytical processing and stores the data in a optimized multidimensional array storage. And MOLAP stands for the multidimensional online analytical processing. And what are the advantages of MOLAP? Because MOLAP is the classical form of online analytical processing, and it provides some advantages. These are it is very compact for low dimensional data sets. It has an effective data extraction achieved through the pre-structuring of aggregate data. It performs automated computation of higher level aggregation of the data. It performs fast query operations due to optimized storage, multidimensional indexing, and caching. What are the disadvantages of multi-dimensional online analytical processing? It comes with the data redundancy. Data redundancy is the disadvantage in multi-dimensional online analytical processing, and sometimes the processing step can be lengthy, especially on a large data. If we have a huge amount of data, at that time, if we are executing some query, it will lead to a long wait, because on a large data, the processing step will be lengthy. These are the disadvantages of multi-dimensional online analytical processing. After that, we have the relational online analytical processing, and it works with relational database. It depends on specialized schema designs. It has the ability to drill down to the lowest level in the database. After that, we have the hybrid online analytical processing. It stands for the HOLAP is stand for the hybrid online analytical processing, and it is used for relational tables. It uses relational tables to hold the large quantities of detailed data, and it uses the specialized storage for some aspects of the smaller quantities of more aggregate or less detailed data. Can utilize both pre-calculated cubes and relational data sources. So it can use the both pre-calculated cubes and the relational data source. So we are giving a name hybrid. It has the quality of both relational data sources and the cube pre-calculated cube data sources. So what are the what are the advantages of the OLAP? Now, we have discussed what is the OLAP and its type. Now, advantages of OLAP. OLAP increases the productivity of business managers, developers, and the whole organization. It enables managers to solve the problems. It controls the access to strategic information for more effective decision making, and it reduces the application backlog because of faster delivery of applications, and it enables the organization to respond more quickly to market demand and enable user to analyze multidimensional data interactively from multiple perspectives. Does not require large data warehouse, and OLAP makes easy to produce analytic measures including time series calculation, financial models, forecasts, allocations, and regressions, etc. And in this diagram, we can easily understand what is the difference between the OLTP and OLAP. So this is the OLTP operations. For the business strategy, we are performing the OLTP operations. These are the online transaction processing, and these are the immediate response to the queries. And these are related to the business processes. And same for the OLAP is used for the information. OLTP is used for the operations of the business, and OLAP is used for the to getting the or to digging the information from the data. And data mining, analytics, decision making, it are the features which we can uh, have in OLAP, and we can perform the data mining, analytics, and decision making by using the online analytical processing. And this is the data warehouse. So, what is the steps? First of all, for a business operations, we have the OLTP for purchasing, selling, and different type of operations. We perform the online transaction processing. These will affect our data, and all the transaction will be saved on the database, And by using the OLAP, what are the transaction? By finding the natures of the transaction, we can make some decisions. We can perform the analytical things by using the data mining. So OLTP writes the data to the database. Each and every transaction writes some data to the database, and after writing these data by using the online transaction processing, we use the online analytical processing to get the information. We perform some operations of the analytical to find some information for business forecast by seeing the sales in previous years, in previous uh, quarters of the year. We can forecast what will be the sales, and we can make some decisions to increase the profitability of the organization. And by this table, we can find the basic difference between the online transaction processing and online analytical processing. OLTP stands for the online transaction processing, where OLAP stands for the online analytical processing. It is an operational data, but the business operations are taking place in day-to-day life of the business. These are the operational data, and OLAP is the historical or consolidation of the data. It is used to OLTP is used to control and run fundamental business tasks. These are used for the basic functions of the business, where OLAP is used to help planning, problem solving, and decision making. So OLTP is used for the control of the basic functionality of the business, and OLAP is used for the help in planning, problem solving, and decision support. OLTP is the original source of the data. By OLTP, we are giving data to the database. We are writing each and every transaction in the database. After the operational functionality of business, and OLAP is the data comes from the various OLTP databases, because in OLAP we are performing analysis operation on the databases of the online transaction processing to find some information for decision making. And processing speed is very fast because they are in real time. We are doing some business operations, we are purchasing and selling, so the transactions are immediately affecting the database. Same as when you are buying something online, you are paying something by using your credit or debit card or UPI payment. The transactions are made in real time, they are very fast. But when we are, because when you are dealing with the OLTP, you are the single person, so you are creating a query. But in the case of OLAP, there is a large amount of previously done OLTP, online transaction processing, and there is a large amount of data. When we are data mining on it, we are getting some information. We are doing some analysis process, analytical processing on the previously saved data. So it is comparatively very slow. OLAP is very slower than OLTP. The database design is highly normalized with many tables. A database design is denormalized, sorry, denormalized with fewer tables and mostly uses star or snowflake schema. OLTP, it is reporting engine, and the OLAP is the business process engine. OLTP process simple queries and OLAP process the complex queries. It focuses on the updating the data. We are updating the data in database. As I have previously discussed and with you, that OLTP writes all the transaction. Each and every transaction are making changes in the database. So it is an update. It is focus on the updating of the data into the database, and OLAP focus on the report generation. And OLTP is characterized by the large number of sought online transactions, and where OLAP is characterized by low volume of transactions. And now we have discussed what is the OLAP and what is the OLTP. Now, what are the role of data warehousing in business intelligence? First of all, what is the data warehouse? In computing, a data warehouse, also known as an enterprise data warehouse, and it is a system used for reporting and data analysis and is considered a core component of business intelligence. Data warehouses are central repositories of integrated data from one or more disparate sources. They store current and historical data in one single place that are used for creating analytical reports for workers throughout the enterprise. So in data warehouse, what we are doing, we are gathering data from different sources to a single place, and it has the historical data as well as on the single place, and it helps to the workers to generate their for creating the analytical reports throughout the enterprise. Another way of saying the same thing is that the data warehouse provides a single version of the truth for decision making in the corporation. Data warehouse acts as a middleware in the business application architecture, where which are essential as direct accessing to operational and transactional data for decision support application is infeasible. A data warehouse is simply a consolidation of data from a variety of sources that is designed to support strategic and tactical decision making. Its main purpose is to provide a coherent picture of the business at a point in a time. By using various data warehousing toolset, users can execute online queries and mine their data. Many successful companies have been investing large sums of money in business intelligence and data warehousing tools and technology. In previous lecture, I have discussed with all of you the business intelligence architecture, and there are some layers and they have some component. So we have already discussed what is the role of data warehouse at that time also. Now, why we have the need of data warehouse? A data warehouse centralizes the data that are scattered throughout disparate operational systems and make them available for the decision systems. This situation does not enable good decision making. A well-designed data warehouse adds value to the data by improving their quality and consistency. A separate data warehouse eliminates much of the contention for resources that results when information applications are mixed with operational processing. When data redundancy exists in multiple databases, data quality often deteriorates. Poor business intelligence results in poor strategic and tactical decision making. So, what does data warehouse do? Uh, it collects the data from different sources and refine that data and store that data in a single space. And by using the business intelligence application, we create the intelligence, knowledge, or decision making by applying some analytical operations. And if we have a rich or good business intelligence, it will result in a firm and good strategy for the business making. And data warehouse process in business. So data warehousing is every business analytics dream, as all the information regarding the organization's activities gathered in one place, because the purpose of a data warehouse system is to provide decision makers the precise, integrated, and timely information they need to make the right choice. But how do you make the dream a reality? A process has been described for the implementing the data warehouse system in the given figure. So first of all, we determine the business objective. After that, collection and analysis of the information, and identifying the entities and processes for the business, and constructing the conceptual model for the databases, and location for the data source in data structure. And after that, we will trace the data duration. These are the few steps for implementation of the data warehouse for any business or organization. These are the very basic steps. It is a very basic flow how we can implement a data warehouse for an organization. What are the goals and objective of data warehouses? So the first goal is data integrity. The data warehouse concept seeks to integrate data across time and across different subjects area in such a way that users of the warehouse can easily obtain facts about their businesses. And the second objective is the normalization of the data. So normalization includes the logical analysis of the determination of the most simplest stable data that can be stored in database and make warehouse more understandable. And the third objective of data warehouse is information consistency. The metadata layer of the data warehouse enforces information consistency by allowing data within the data warehouse to be defined in business terms as opposed to using database jargons. And what are the key challenges in the data warehouse? Information driven analysis. One of the key things to do if you want to ensure a success is to spend the time necessary on understanding and documenting the business and its needs. The most important activity is the modeling of the business goals and concepts. And the next point is data integration. Data integration is a key challenge in the design of a data warehouse solution. A data warehouse should present an integrated and reconciled view of organizational data to the stakeholders. The integration process should be efficient enough to manage large volumes of the data and is able to eliminate any redundancies and inconsistencies while data is integrated from various systems. Next point is data warehouse testing. Testing in data warehousing is a real challenge. A typical 20% time allocation on testing is just not enough. One of the reasons why testing is tricky is due to the reason what a top level object in data warehouse. For example, that is the business intelligence reports typically has high amount of dependencies. So the data stored in the data warehouse should be tested, and testing is the real challenge for the data warehouses, because they have to maintain data very integrated and consistent, because the business intelligence reports depend on each and every entity in the database. Thank you.